Hi there guys, welcome back to Outdoors Brews and Barbecue. This is Carlos, your host. I'm here chilling in the backyard as the wife is working and I'm chilling outside away from her phone, having me a beer by Silver Moon Brewing Company. This isn't the first time I'm having this IPA, but it's actually quite soothing to be refreshing outside in a nice cool day weather in South Florida. But today's main topic is we're going to talk about this little Anker toy. Anker makes multiple battery packs. This one specifically is the Anker 548. It has 60,000 milliamps of power, so it's a nice battery brick. It comes in two different colors, either black or I call this hunter green. I'm sure they have a different color name for it. Green, hunter green, whatever you want to call it. I bought it as an add-on to the camping list of toys. It is not a bad battery brick to have at home, even for daily use. It's a handy tool to have around because it does come with multiple features. Of course, main feature here being a battery brick. I like that I can charge my phone and my computer from this. It's got two USB-Cs on the front. They charge up to 60 watts. It has two USB-As on the front in case you have older style chargers. But what I liked the most was the additional adapter I had on front of it, which I had to order a cable for, because if you look above my head, the solar panel you see sitting above my head is by Jackery, not by Anker. I do have other Jackery powered toys, but this Jackery specifically had a 8mm male wire, so I had to order this little cable right here that led to the connector I have on this Anker to a 8mm female connection, which then allows me to grab this little toy up here above my head, plug it, and then plug it over to this, so that in the case that the power was to go out, I can charge this outside with natural lighting instead of relying on the internal wall outlets to charge this up, to make sure I can have some power to fully have this charged in the case that power was to go out. I've tested it so far with my phone. I've tested it with a USB-C light. I've tested it with my laptop. The laptop seems to be the one that sucks it dry the quickest. Using the laptop with this battery brick, probably if the laptop's at 0, the brick's going to last about an hour and 40 minutes. If the laptop is at 100% and I'm using it simply as an expansion to the battery of my laptop, it'll go for anywhere between 8 and 10 hours, depending on what I'm doing, whether I'm rendering a video, whether I'm recording, whether I'm just video streaming. But this is a great add-on to have for in the case that you're out on the go and there is no power where you're at, or you're simply at home, power goes out, and you want to make sure you can still have a phone to use in the case that you need to reach out to 911, whatnot. What does it retail for? Retails for, I managed to get my hands on this guy for 59 bucks, which is a steal in my opinion, but its regular retail price goes for about 140. So that will be your standard retail price at this moment. If you do go on Anker's website, they do have a $50 coupon available for it. So $49 to be exact. So they'll take $49 off of the $139 that they're selling it at this moment. I haven't seen it at any stores locally. I did buy this specifically online. Well, I do most of my shopping online, what the heck. But I have already tested it out in the field as well. We took it out to do a recording, and I was using it as a power source for the camera, and it worked perfectly fine throughout the day. Another feature it has, which I like, is this little pop-up silicone lamp on top. And it comes with a button right here above. And if you tap on that button twice, this can light up 2 different tones. The lamp alone, if you have nothing else plugged to it, that lamp can probably last you almost 30 hours. It sucks up a maximum of 3 watts a second, which is not bad. You can also collapse it to have it at max, but reduce the amount of brightness, you can go up one tier, you can go up 2 tiers, so you have even more brightness. You also have then a SOS button. The SOS button will set up the lamp to start flashing SOS in the case that you're out in the dark and you've already submitted an SOS some other way, but you want the flashing to be present visually in the case that someone's in the search for you. All right. Would I carry it in my backpack? It doesn't weigh that bad. It weighs about as much as my laptop does. It weighs less than my camera does. It weighs less than my 600mm lens. So it is definitely something I can carry with me on the go without a problem. Does it weigh less than my beer cooler? It does not. If I had to compare it to the Jackery 1000, the Jackery 1000 is a much bigger outdoor battery brick, and it has much more outlets than this one does, and it weighs a lot more than this does, which is what that solar panel was intentionally intended for. The panel I have this plugged to right now is a 100-watt solar panel by Jackery, but this conversion of this wire allowed me to go ahead and use it as a panel for this as well. If you want to be specifics on what ports are the ones that are on this wire, and that is what the good old internet here is for. Hold on one second, I'll give you that answer right off the bat. I don't want to give you some wrong intel. So if I come here, and this is a XT60 connector on this end to a 8mm female connector on this end, allowing me to use this 8mm male connection from my Jackery 100-watt solar panel. And other than that, this is a nice little tool. It's got a glow-in-the-dark strip down here, so in case you pack it up in the closet or whatnot, you can find it easily. Of course, once you're outside in the natural lighting, that strip does slightly charge up, so it illuminates even further in the dark when you pack it away. It's got one on each side. It's got the nice little handle on top. Not bad. If I had to compare it to some sort of liquid container as far as weight and mass, this probably weighs what my 48-ounce Yeti tumbler weighs when it's fully loaded. All right, just so you have an idea. Or a beer growler when I go to a brewery and I pick up a beer and I take a 60-ounce growler home, almost about the same weight as well. All right, so again, this is the Anker 548 battery brick. That is what they call it, if I'm not mistaken. And it is available online, or you can buy it at your local retail if they have it available, by all means. But it's a nice little battery brick for you to have on the go, or as a backup at home in case that power goes out during a storm or any sort of natural event. All right, that is it for Outdoors Brews BBQ episode of today. Nice little accessory by Anker. Until the next round.